Coming up, it's going to cost more to park downtown. Plus, more on our series on license plate cameras. The news is next.
NAZ Today, Northern Arizona's local news.
Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm Natalia Tucker.
And I'm Aishaya Tanaka. Thanks for tuning in. We have some breaking news today after a man was struck by lightning this morning on Mount Humphreys Peak. As of 4:30, AZ Family tells us that rescue crews are still trying to gurney him down the mountain and to Flagstaff Medical Center at this time. We have limited details at the moment, but we will keep you updated.
As he faces a year and a half in prison, former Flagstaff broadcaster Dave Zorn told a judge he deeply regrets his actions in a child sex sting.
I made the biggest mistake of my life, one that I won't be repeating or will be forgotten by myself. My actions have ruined my career, caused problems with friends and family, and caused financial burdens as well. But the worst thing is I hurt my wife tremendously. It's something I will spend the rest of my life trying to fix.
Zorn was sentenced Thursday. In addition to jail time, he faces 10 years probation and must register as a sex offender for life. He pled guilty to charges related to a sting operation with an undercover officer posing as a minor.
Navajo Nation's President Boone Nygren is due in court Monday to defend his firing of the tribe's controller. The Navajo Council says he wasn't legally allowed to do that. The Navajo Council obtained a restraining order over the weekend, blocking Nygren from taking further action on the firing until the hearing. This is not the only controversy facing Nygren. He recently denied accusations that he redirected more than $2,000 from a missing persons program to his own office for travel and operating expenses. A Flagstaff woman faces murder charges in the shooting death of her mother. Police responded to a noise complaint late Sunday at a Flagstaff home. As officers arrived on the scene, they heard a gunshot. Detectives say 46-year-old Mae Brody answered the door and tried to prevent officers from entering. When officers finally got inside, they found Brody's 86-year-old mother, Doris, dead from a gunshot wound.
Across the country, an estimated crowd of 7 million people turned out for the second No King's Day protests around the country. Here in Flagstaff, thousands turned out. And NAZ Today's Amelia Pyatt joins us now with the sights and sounds of No King's Day in northern Arizona.
There were more than 2,700 protests across the country. Organizers say it was the largest single-day demonstration in the U.S. history.
So it's a nationwide, it's even international gatherings to voice our dissent against Donald Trump and his whole cabinet and regime that are acting completely lawlessly.
The goal of the No Kings protest is to fight against dictatorship. This is something these people worry about under our current president.
There's this narrative that's being pushed lately that we're all violent and that we're just trying to commit these violent, horrible, horrific acts when there's nothing violent about what's going on around me.
There were costumes and signs, all of it show of resistance and defiance.
If we keep dividing between the groups that we're already in, we're never going to win this. We're never going to find peace. And that's also an issue.
Costumes have become popular at these demonstrations after a protester was pepper sprayed at a No Kings rally just last June in South Portland, Oregon.
I'm really proud to be here. I feel like being here and using our voices is what being a democracy is like. I think this is what we should be doing when we see things that we don't like in the government, and this is the only way that things are going to change. So I'm proud to be here.
The crowd in Flagstaff included parents with their children, teens, college students, and senior citizens, a wide range in ages and ethnicities.
The longer you wait to stand up, the harder it is to get up and stand up. And the more people stand up, the bigger of a difference that we can make, and the more people listen to us.
Whose streets? Whose streets? Nobody wants democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
There is talk about another No King's Day protest, but no date has been set yet. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Amelia.
Early voting is still underway for Coconino County's November 4th election. Items on the ballot include a bond issue from the Coconino Community College District and the Pinewood Fire District. Early ballots may be returned by mail, dropped off early at an early voting location, an early ballot drop box, or polling place on Election Day.
The Flagstaff City Council meets next Tuesday to discuss the renewal of their contract with Flock Safety for 32 automatic license plate cameras that are also known as ALPRs.
NAZ Today's Artemis Diaz joins us now with part 2 of our series on license plate cameras and some of the surprising things they can do.
As soon as you drive past a Flock Safety camera, your location is being logged. Over 6,000 agencies across 49 states have this technology. Arizona alone has almost 800 cameras, including those posted along Flagstaff streets. At separate public meetings over the last week, supporters and opponents each stated their case.
They call it LPR, but it really is AI-powered surveillance.
Brendan Traxel created the petition to ban Flock cameras in Flagstaff. He's the head of the student organization, Flock Out of Flag. He says he doubts Flock's claims that their cameras don't track people.
When you daisy chain them throughout the city at multiple intersections to see where you're traveling, I personally would argue that is tracking just through a checkpoint-based system.
He said the cameras can even track vehicles without a license plate. Using AI, a vehicular fingerprint is created. Law enforcement can use this to find a vehicle.
Look at the make, model, color, year, accessories, bumper stickers on the top, the back, bike racks, whatever you have. And they use all of that to create a single identity of your vehicle.
These cameras also have microphones that alert police to gunshots and sounds of human distress. But Traxel says these AI features can lead to false reports, violent altercations, and misuse. And there's more. Any Flock customer, public or private, can look up the most recent sighting of a particular license plate anywhere in the U.S. But Flagstaff police say the cameras are important crime-fighting tools. At a public meeting last week, they asked for input on how the cameras can best serve the community.
If there are recommendations for the types of crimes you want this used for and not used for, if there are recommendations for how long this data is operationalized post a criminal incident, because that's the only time we access it.
Current policy says that for 30 days, camera data may be used in conjunction with any routine patrol operation or criminal investigation. Reasonable suspicion or probable cause is not required. Opponents question whether that can amount to an unlawful search, but Connolly disagrees.
I understand how people feel about us capturing the license plates on public roads and very public intersections of ingress and egress out of the city. But you know, if I were to say on behalf of victims, I'm going to say that over and over again, as that is the only time we access this data, our data.
The City Council meets next week to debate the future of these license plates cameras. We will be there in part 3 of our series. You can see the location of thousands of license plate cameras anywhere in the country. On the website dflock.me, that includes the cameras in Flagstaff, the NAU campus, and other places around town. Now back to you.
Thank you, Artemis.
Parking fees are doubling in downtown Flagstaff. The City Council voted unanimously yesterday to increase parking meters fees to $2 an hour in March. Parking garages will also increase by $1 to $3 an hour. The city says it needs more money to ensure financial stability of the parking program. A special procession this week to honor Deputy Fire Chief Jeffrey Bills, who passed away recently. A memorial service took place Monday at a Catholic church downtown, followed by this colorful procession of fire trucks, ambulances, and other fire vehicles leading to the Catholic cemetery near NAU. The family requests donations to the United Flagstaff Firefighter Local 1505 charity organization.
The city of Flagstaff will begin demolition of the former Montalvo fire station on Monday. The teardown of the East Flagstaff station should be completed in mid-November. This marks the first major step toward construction of the Montalvo STEM Education Community Center.
The Flagstaff is known for pine trees, a historic downtown, and NAU, but it's also home to some serious Shakespeare fans. NAZ Today's Noah McNeil asks us to be or not to be.
Though all may read the bard within their books, yet in fair Flagstaff, thanks to noble players, thou canst behold his work alive upon the stage in Heritage Square.
No playwright is as renowned as Shakespeare, and arguably his works mean more nowadays than when they were written. In Flagstaff, local theater companies came together to honor his works at the most recent First Friday Art Walk.
Quickly forward, seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth.
Flagstaff Shakespeare Festival is one of the groups involved. They have a small playhouse located off Beaver Street and a passion for reinterpreting Shakespeare's work.
Beautiful thing about Shakespeare, it's written to be performed outside. So we love performing outside. To see it performed the way it's supposed to be performed, which is just like right in front of you, talking to you, in communication with you, not high-minded or lofty or cut off.
And that's just what they did, with a stripped-down set and little to no props. Enthusiasts of Shakespeare were able to watch these performances all night.
What's light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun.
Actors and authors alike were very verbal about how accessibility of the arts is essential.
I feel like it's like his language is like poetry that speaks so universally to the human condition. I feel like a lot of his like ideas and words still have a lot of resonance.
Shakespeare's words help us make sense of our lives and help us empathize with other people who are very different from us.
For a short while, Aspen Street became a beacon for art and the history behind it. Hark, 'tis Noah McNeil bringing tidings for NAZ Today.
Coming up, kids on stilts.
Going into today, looks like we'll be seeing some cloudy skies with some slight winds and then expecting some cooler temperatures throughout the night. Stay tuned after the break for more.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
They may not be running off to join the circus, but a group of Flagstaff kids got a first-hand look at what circus life would be.
That's right. Momentum Aerial invited these children to experience acrobatics. NAZ Today's Kaylee Doyle joins us with more.
At Momentum Aerial, they're hosting the American Youth Circus Organization's annual festival. At the recent event, these kids tried their hands at aerials, walking on stilts, and more.
We have poi, flow staff, hula hooping, we have partner acrobatics, trapeze, unicycles, stilt walking, you name it.
Every year, kids in different parts of the country face their fears and learn their circus skills. And this year, they met in Flagstaff. The American Youth Circus Organization was founded in 1998 with a mission to introduce the youth to circus arts.
For the first time, it's a little scary, but after I've been doing it for 4 years now, and it's not as scary anymore.
No experience is necessary in order to participate, and there are drop-in options for individual events. The festival attracts some very brave kids.
I would just say, don't look down, just look up.
And for those who don't look down, Momentum Aerial also offers drop-in aerial classes for adults. Back to you at the desk.
The city of Flagstaff is commissioning a huge memorial wrapped around the large water tank at an entrance to Buffalo Park. The art being funded by the city's Beautification Arts and Sciences program.
There is no date yet for the start of this project, but the city is looking for community input on ideas for the mural.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Good evening and welcome back. My name is Amelia Pye and I'll be your weather forecaster for this evening. Looking at tonight, we are hitting a 59-degree weather with some southwest winds at 5 miles an hour. The humidity is at 58%, so it might be a little hot outside though. And then today's radar, looks like we have no precipitation in Flagstaff, but we did have some earlier. Looks like we had some on and off rain, so nothing too terrible, but it was a little chilly out earlier. And then some current temperatures in Arizona. At Window Rock, we have a 55. In Phoenix, we have 89. And then in Kingsman, we have 77 degrees. Taking a closer look into the northern Arizona region, we have a 64 degrees weather in Taylor, 65 in Grand Canyon, and then a 72 in Prescott. And then that overnight temperatures will be hitting a 54 at about 6 p.m. And then we're going up to a 51 throughout the night at 11 p.m. And then getting back down to the high 40s at 46 degrees at 3 a.m. It does look like we will be expecting some rain throughout the night though. And then tomorrow's forecast will be hitting 50-degree weather at 6 a.m., getting up to 67 degrees at 12 p.m., and then back down to 63 at 4 p.m. And then that 5-day forecast for tomorrow looks like we'll be having a 59-degree weather tomorrow with some sunny skies throughout the week. And then on Sunday, we'll be hitting 58 degrees with mostly sunny skies. And then back on Monday with 59 degrees. And then after that, stay tuned for more sports with Adriana Sparks.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back. My name is Adriana Sparks, and I'll be your sports reporter for the night. We've got lots to cover, so let's jump right in with some NAU football. Northern Arizona football is back from its bye week, and the playoff push starts now. The number 20 Lumberjacks will hit the road to face the Idaho State Bengals this Saturday in Pocatello. NAU sits at 4-3 on the season, looking to bounce back after a tough loss to UC Davis before the break. But head coach Brian Wright says that this week's focus is toughness and execution under pressure against a dynamic Idaho State defense.
And, they're going to have to do the same this week. This offense is going to spread us out, do a lot of different things, put a lot of stress on you in the past games. So our guys are going to have to communicate how to switch off routes and man and so forth. So looking forward to watching our guys prepare defensively this week for that.
Quarterback Ty Pennington continues to shine and is turning heads across the conference. Pennington is currently ranked 7th in the FCS in passing yards, and for good reason. He's having an outstanding season. He's already enjoyed back-to-back Big Sky Offensive Player of the Week awards in September, and it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon. And with a dynamic, explosive offense like the Bengals, Pennington's performance will be key to keeping the Jacks competitive on Saturday. NAU has won 14 of the last 15 meetings against Idaho State, but the Bengals bring one of the nation's top passing attacks, led by quarterback Jordan Cook and an explosive offense. Kickoff is at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, and coverage is available on ESPN+. In other Lumberjack news, the NAU soccer team had their final home game of the season on Saturday. They hosted the Idaho State Bengals, and the match ended in a draw, 2-2. Sports reporter Ben Sloma has the story. The Lumberjacks will look to close the regular season on a high note with 2 away matches. They'll take on the Eastern Washington and Cheney on Friday before visiting Idaho on Sunday in Moscow for a noon kickoff. Both matches will also be streamed on ESPN+. The Flagstaff High School Eagles volleyball team swept the Mingus Union Martyrs in 3 sets on Monday night, extending their season record to 14-1 overall and remaining undefeated in the 4A Grand Canyon region. And once again, the star of the night was senior hitter Lily Hartman. She was unstoppable, recording 18 kills and once again playing as a cornerstone of the Eagles' offense. Her sharp cross-court attacks and precise tips were altogether too much for the Martyrs all night. And hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. She had help from senior opposite hitter Peyton Killeen and junior middle blocker Ivy Clevenger on the defense, but it was Hartman who kept the Mingus off balance throughout. The Eagles will meet the Bears at Bradshaw Mountain in Prescott Valley tonight and look to advance in their standings. And that's all the sports news I've got for you tonight. Be sure to stick around for your weather recap with Amelia Pyatt after the break.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
It appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
2 outs with a runner on first base. Now the big guy comes up to bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Again, it looks like we'll be hitting a 59 degrees tomorrow with some sunny skies. Throughout the week until Sunday, we'll be seeing mostly sunny skies at 58 degrees. And then on Monday, we'll be seeing sunny skies at 59 degrees. I'm excited for that cooler temperature. How about you guys?
I am excited for the cooler temperature, but I'll be honest, I'm going to be enjoying that from the comfort of my own nice warm bedroom.
Okay.
I'm excited to maybe get out and play in the rain if we get some more.
Oh yeah, nothing better than the smell of rain.
Ooh, I love the rain, especially when I get to take a nice cool nap. I love it. It's my favorite, guys.
Well, that's all that we have for you tonight. Stay tuned for next week's show.